Hey folks, it's Lev. Welcome back to another video. For those of you who are new, I use him pronouns. My hair is so puffy. Apologies for that. And I'm getting a lot more acne. Fun. My voice is definitely getting deeper and I am living for it. Today I wanted to share, I guess, how people and the environment interacts. I guess people and the environment and yeah, things in life in general interact and affect me. And I'm gonna try not overlap with previous videos because I mentioned interactivity between different domains before, but this idea of this video is a little bit different. A few days ago, I had a little informal social gathering with my workmates at a bar. Pretty much the entire team I'm on came, and it was the first time I've actually done something like that, as in that social gathering in a bar with all my workmates thing. And before I went, I was pretty excited about it. I was excited and curious because I've never done it before. And I just went to see what it was like and whether I was gonna like it or not. And like very quickly early on, I came to realize that that type of environment isn't for me. And I guess the people in that environmental context, it doesn't work for me because I work, I talk to them, it's all fine and good, and I don't feel tense. But I guess the people combined with the bar environment, it just doesn't work for me. And I realized that really early on. And I also knew because my body felt really tense. I felt very uneasy. I guess also felt very out of place for me. Like it wasn't, I didn't feel like I belonged there. Not like in like people reject me and I don't belong there sort of thing. It's more like I feel like I don't belong in this environment because it's not for me. I also noticed the longer I stayed there, the worse I felt and my IBS started getting worse. I started getting more pain and I was also very emotionally vulnerable on that day because the person who hurt me. I was still very I was very emotionally vulnerable on that day, and there was a point where I wanted to just break down and cry. So I knew that the longer I stayed in that environment, the worse it was gonna get. So I yeeted out of there. Um, and like I knew like right after I left, I felt a lot better and my body felt less tense, and psychologically I felt like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders just by leaving that environment. Something else I realized from this experience is that whenever I'm like emotionally psychologically vulnerable from being wounded, I get, I guess, overstimulated. I don't know if that's the right word, but just things overwhelm me a lot easier. Like the environment, the loud sounds, the feeling not fitting in like into the conversations people were having, it all just overwhelmed me a lot. And that's also why I felt worse and I had to leave. Now to the other experience I had. So yesterday I hung out with two of my close friends. One of them I haven't seen for 3 months, and I was just living for it. Like I smiled so much. I kept laughing. I kept making jokes. Like I felt like I was 100% myself. Or in the other environment, there were definitely I definitely held back from, I guess, fully expressing myself and who I am because the environment was not right for that, and I guess the people in the context of that environment wasn't set up for that, and so I just couldn't really talk about things I usually talk about. People were talking about other things, and I felt very disconnected from the conversation, and realized also that those convos aren't the ones that I guess I connect with because I don't like small talk and it didn't work for me. And yeah, when I was with my friends yesterday, like we didn't even have to do much. We were literally walking in a garden and we were just talking about plants and things we see, and I was just making jokes. And that, just that, like it's so simple, right? It doesn't, we didn't do anything fancy. Um, and it like it made me so happy. And also we just went to get ice cream, and literally the one of the most simple things ever. Like it's not nothing fancy. Like we're not in like a, a island with like blue water and good sand and like good sand. I mean like clear, beautiful sand and like clear water. We're not in these like I guess dreamy places. Yet I had so much fun. They also had a lot of fun, and it just really goes to show that you don't need to be fancy wancy whatever fancy with hangouts and stuff to actually make it meaningful and memorable and have fun with the people you care about. And yeah, there were also points yesterday where I was emotionally vulnerable and I was like, yo, it's hitting me again. And whenever I say it's hitting me again, they know what I mean. And they really try to distract me from it and not focus so much on that whole situation. And, but yes, like, despite being emotionally vulnerable, still, just having the people in the environment that's not a bar made such a significant difference. Slightly off topic but related, I guess social media these days makes us believe that to have the, I guess, be happy and have a good life per se is to have like a lot of money, um, have good cars, go to these beautiful islands. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going to a beautiful island, but these it's not like the only way to have fun, and we don't have to be fancy to make our life meaningful. Like I mentioned before, I was literally just with my friends walking through a garden, and it's very simple. We didn't do anything fancy, but it was meaningful. And social media has made us like believe that to have be happy, we need all of these fancy things, but really, we really don't need these fancy things. I guess it's more for me, it's more like what sort of meaning do I attach to people and things? Because if someone just gave me like $1 million car right now, I wouldn't even be happy. I'm like, why? I don't need this. I don't care. Like this money could have been spent on something so much better than $1 million car that I don't really care about. Because it's not meaningful to me. I don't care. It's just like great, okay, fancy car, I don't care. Um, like for me, something more meaningful would be using that money to, travel with friends or go through different experiences with friends. That to me is more meaningful than spending money on $1 million car. I guess these experiences have also reinforced the point in my head that you can be alone but not feel lonely, and but you can also be, or you can be surrounded by people and feel so lonely. I've also been reflecting like, who are the people that make me smile and laugh and allow me to be 100% absolutely myself without judgment? And who are the people I surround myself with that I guess allow my fire to um continue burning? Because there are people I surround myself with or people I interact with in general that I don't feel like I'm alive per se, and sometimes the opposite can happen where I feel like my fire is dying out and I just feel drained. And also for me, I guess the people I keep closest and know that, foster this connection because this person is a keeper and you don't want to lose them. And for these people, I guess there's a lot of meaning in our connection. There's always I find that meaning gives me the most fulfillment, because without meaning, it's just like there is no foundation and there's like, why am I here sort of thing. Like if I don't see meaning between me and someone, and I don't feel safe, or I don't feel safe around them and stuff, I'll be like, why am I here? Why am I trying with this? Like, what am I getting out of it? Like, what am I giving? What am I getting out of it? Is what I'm giving less than what I'm getting out of this? Like, a lot of questions run through my mind. I sort of went off topic there, but then I was just trying to give all of you and myself as well some, I guess, reflective, probing questions to think about. So it's like, who are you surrounding yourself with? Who is in your circle, in your inner circle and your outer circle? Um, how do the people you surround yourself with interact with the environment you're in? So if the same people are in two different environments, how do you feel? How do you respond? Like, how do you feel? um what is your body trying to say? Like, do you feel tense in one environmental context versus another? Who or what type of environments, I guess, give you the most meaning, and places and people where you feel most comfortable and safe with and around and being in? Yeah, I think one of the most important questions to ask ourselves is, why am I here? Whether, like, why, like, if you're in a connection with someone or friendship, relationship, whatever, partnership, whatever it's called, um, ask yourself, why am I here? Why am I here? And if I can't pinpoint reasons why I am here, especially, like, I mean, legitimate reasons why I am here, and I know that I don't want to be here for the right reasons, and I'm just here for the sake of being here, then I'm just gonna git. Um, because again, like, we all have limited amount of time, energy, and effort, and it's important to prioritize that and not just waste it on someone or something for the sake of it. So yeah, why are you here? That's all, folks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.